Today on Live It Up, we're with Dr. Mike. Dr. Mike specializes in helping all types of people. Recently, we were just talking about how he can help people with depression, but his group does so much more. How are you?
Hi, how are you today?
Good. Happy, shiny people.
Indeed. Thank you so much for having me.
So CIIT is a concept that you kind of started and gave birth to. What is that?
It's called the Center for Integrative and Innovative Therapies. So we have a team of doctors who all believe that we shouldn't be treating people's symptoms, that we really should be looking for what's actually causing problems in people. So we see people with all different types of chronic conditions, like everything from autism in children to Alzheimer's disease. And one of the big things that we see is, childhood neurological diseases like autism, ADHD, but we've seen a huge population of people with anxiety and depression recently.
There's a lot going on in the community that can make somebody be depressed, right? So you could just be depressed or you could be clinically depressed, but you can treat both things, both modalities of help.
Right. Well, the whole thing is depression is really a symptom of something that's really going wrong in somebody's body. So there's always a psychological piece, like the emotionality, but then there's always a neurological and biochemical piece that's ignored. So what we do is extensive blood, urine, stool testing, as well as like something called a QEEG. And we look at actually what's going on in people's bodies and brains, and then we can unwind that also while we're working with them, with therapeutically, with like psychology and therapy and so on.
You have great equipment that's nowhere else. You have some pieces of equipment that are like by far, in a way, it's almost like Star Wars-y kind of thing, like, whoa, next generation.
Right.
So you made an investment in these, I guess you would say, pieces of equipment that allow you to treat a patient in a variety of new ways, so that perhaps maybe they weren't getting help before, but now they're getting help.
Right.
Oxygen things, all kinds of cool things.
Right. Yeah, we have a whole IV suite, so we do like intravenous nutrition. We have hyperbaric oxygen chambers, so people with traumatic brain injury or concussion, or even children with autism. We have something called TMS, which is transcranial magnetic stimulation, to actually reboot parts of the brain that are weak when you have depression. We do sensory integration work. We have something called Senex, so we do that with children. So we do really innovative stuff that really is cutting edge and, next generation.
Do you do a rotation with the other team members so that each person is well versed in the different types of equipment that you have?
We're totally a team. It's not like anybody works independently. So usually patients that come in will start with, either myself or Dr. Mom, and then, kind of gets funneled out to different modalities that we feel would be most appropriate for them.
What do you love best about what you're doing now?
What I love best is that I get to see people that really have been at the end of their rope. They've failed elsewhere. And, within a period of time, offer them hope in the beginning and then actually see it through and watch them actually unfold and become the people they were destined to be. So it's really an amazing feeling when you take a child with autism and you see improvement because, they can communicate better, or they have less behavioral issues and their family is changed. We see somebody with depression who gets their life back. So it's really very rewarding. It's really a great place to be.
I've been there. I've seen the work that you've done. It's phenomenal. The success stories coming out of there are really fantastic.
Yeah, it's like a dream
right?
come true for me, really.
I'm really happy for you because I know that you had a personal why and you acted upon it, and now you're helping other families that need to be helped.
Yeah, and
so,
it's really wonderful. We're really very blessed and in a great place. So we're on a mission to help as many people as we can.
A lot of other times, too, before we wrap up, I want to just say is that a lot of times, if you have a child that has autism, you're going to one location and then another doctor's appointment somewhere else, and somewhere else you're going to somewhere else.
Right.
But you've kind of cohesively put a package together right there at the one location.
Right. So that's a big issue because families that have children with autism, they see physical therapists, occupational therapists, speech therapists. They see an internal medicine doctor, a pediatrician. So we actually put all those people in one place. So we have a parent lounge. So if they come in and they're going to be there for 2 or 3 hours, the parents have a place to be, and the children can work with all our therapists, sensory integration, and so on, and it makes it a lot easier for families.
It's beautiful, it's clean, and it's doing great work. Thank you very much for joining us,
Dr.
Dr. Mike.
You're the best.
Yay, you are too. Stay tuned for more on Live It Up. I get so jazzed when I'm able to bring these resources to you, the audience, and if you're needing help or you definitely know somebody that needs help, call them. They've got great things. Stay tuned for more. Up next on Live It Up is our guest, Rhonda Kelch. And today we're going to be talking a very special project that she does called Holiday Dreams. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Every time you come on, you got something going on. Like you are like the queen of everything, like the Angel Awards. You're talking about fiscal responsibility. You're doing workshops, all kinds of things. You got the Haven going on. But once again, it's time for Holiday Dreams.
Yes.
Tell us about this project that you're doing.
So this is officially the 8th year that we are supporting Long Island families that have been either economically distressed or they're facing some sort of a life event. Every year it grows. And every year it gets a little bit bigger. So traditionally, we help about 200 to 250 families. This year, as my non-for-profit has grown, we've created a lot more collaborations with other organizations, and they've now stepped forward. So this year, even more than ever, we need everybody's support. We're expecting to help a little bit more than 500 families. Normally, we open registration right after Thanksgiving. We already have over 300 pre-registered just where we are today. So very, very big undertaking, lots of stress and anxiety, but we'll pull it through.
But lots of happy smiles.
Yeah.
And what I like is that you're actually having them come and pick up the items.
We do.
So there's that integrity. It's going directly to that family. So can you tell us about how special that day is?
Sure. So obviously we kick it off usually right after Thanksgiving with our fundraisers, our parties, our events. It's that whole that whole community support and getting together. But for us, what makes Holiday Dream a little bit different is that we're not taking the items and putting them in a storage facility in a bin where families can come in and pick what they want. We're specifically shopping off of a needs and wants list that comes in through social workers and parents and other organizations where this is what the kids need or want. From there, we do what's known as a pickup party. So this year, our pickup party is on December 23rd. It's on a Saturday morning at Recipe 7 in Miller Place. They volunteered their facility. And we invite the kids to come in and just have a good time. They play, we do games, we play music. And when they're leaving, we give all of the items to their parents. So the kids have an opportunity to sneak peek at a little bit of the things, and parents get to walk away knowing that their child's wish list has been fulfilled.
It's beautiful. How did this come about?
Obviously, you know me a long time.
I do know you, but just for the audience.
A huge heart, constantly doing what I can. But for the last 20 years, I work with families that have been economically distressed. And the holiday season is just so emotional for them and so overbearing. And what my philosophy is if we can just take that little piece away, and make it a little bit better, one family at a time, job well done. So over the years, it's just organically has grown to helping more and more individuals and organizations and charities along the way. But it's just our way of giving back. When you see people that have had life events, and, I just did a day of outreach yesterday and just delivering turkeys and food and clothing to those families on Long Island that need it most. There's nothing that warms your heart more than knowing that you've been part of making our community, great.
One of the things that I think we are bombarded with around the holidays and just all year round is that fact that, we're always asking people, at least me, I'm like a cheerleader for brands and causes and things. And I'm like, oh, please help, please help, please help, please help. But I believe in that moment when there's yet one more opportunity to give and you do decide to tap into that, like, okay, so what is one more toy that you buy? It's just that little effort, but collectively makes a huge impact. And that's one of the reasons that I like Holiday Dreams is that, these people really do need the help.
Yeah.
They need it.
They cry.
They deserve it.
I had a woman, crying to me on the phone. She says, I'm a single grandmother that just fought for custody of my 2 children. I'm living in a rented house provided by social services, and the thought of not being able to provide for them is just overwhelming and devastating. So we enrolled them. It's that simple. It's very hard to say no, and you meet wonderful, amazing people who then, also turn into our volunteers. Yeah. They become our cheerleaders. A lot of times you meet the right family who has been temporarily disadvantaged, and the best way that they can give back is not always monetarily, but it's with their time. And it's by letting other people know how special you are in providing them an opportunity that they may not have had. And a lot of the people that we service through Holiday Dreams are not the people that are already enrolled in other programs. These are people that
quiet people.
They're
right?
quiet. They're a lot of families don't want to ask for help, so we open registration late because everybody else is generally already done. And we'll get the phone call from a local church or from our legislator's office or council people's office, and they'll say, we know about your program. Can you squeeze in one more family? Can you squeeze in 3 more children? And again, there's always a way, and we have amazing people that we work with. And even if I personally sometimes feel bent and broken, I won't say no. So we'll find a way to create the resource, to create the opportunity to give hope to people that otherwise wouldn't have had any.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
You're so important in my life, and thank you for letting me contribute in the ways that I'm able to contribute. And we do support each other, so thank you so much. Here's to a great holiday season for Holiday Dreams.
Yep.
Stay tuned for more on Live It Up. And like I said, I know a lot of times that I have nonprofits on, and I'm always asking you, oh, give to this, give to that, do this, do that. If you could just do like one more little thing, Rhonda and I personally are requesting that you make a difference this year through this. Thanks for watching.
Entertainment overload. That's what is expected at this year's Holiday Dream. We have dancers, musicians, and comedians coming in, all to entertain you for our amazing Holiday Dream event being held on Thursday, December 7th at the Venetian Yacht Club. More importantly, it's being hosted by Long Island's own Christine Montanti of Social Life magazine and special MC Steve Harper from K-Joy. Looking for something to do? Please come down and support our families of Long Island that need you the most. Not sure how to buy tickets? Look below. Our information is listed on our website. You can buy tickets securely, and have any questions, feel free to let us know. Looking forward to seeing you there. Thank you.
In life, you often meet people that end up becoming friends. With us now is one such person. Why? Because when I was emceeing an event in Scottsdale, Arizona, and my dress was too big, this beautiful lady, who's my next guest, actually came with a needle and thread and fixed it for me. Talk about wonderfulness. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Kim Bailey from Kim Bailey Interiors. Hello, how are you?
I'm great. Nice to see you again, Donna.
You are one of the most gracious, kind people that I know. You're just such a lovely person. And when I found out about you and your company, I asked you, I said, could you please come to New York to be a guest?
Yes.
So you're based out of Dallas, Big D.
Yes, love Dallas.
Big D, little A, double L-A, Big D, little A, double L-A. Do you know that song? Big
I do not, but I do
now.
now.
Yes. Okay, I know that because I grew up in this patriotic singing group.
Oh,
and we would sing that song. And, but it's such a joy to have you here.
Thank you.
Tell us what makes your interior company unique. What's different about you, Kim?
Well, I think what really sets us apart is we're a mother-daughter design team. So I work with my daughter, Lauren, and we each bring something very unique to the table when we're working with clients. Of course, there's different generations, but we also have a little bit of a different perspective on what we can bring to the table as far as design. And Lauren tends to be a little bit more modern and contemporary, and I tend to be a little bit more traditional. But together we can really listen to what our clients want and really put together something special for them with the two of us collaborating together.
One of the things I talked about in the green room was a lot of times people will go to a retailer and they'll see something aesthetically that they like, and they'll bring it home and they'll stick it on the table and they'll be like, okay, and then, but that's not really a look. That's not something that's an environment that supports that person in their home.
Right.
And what you do is you can even start from scratch, right? Complete
Absolutely.
remodels or whatever they need. Full service.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay, so walk us through the process and the hand-holding that goes through from the initial consultation.
Absolutely. So when a client reaches out to us about our services, the first thing we want to do is have a phone call to learn a little bit more about the project and the scope of what they want to accomplish. Then we set up a time where we can have an initial consultation. And that's when Lauren and I will come to their home, see their space. We really like to talk to all the decision makers at that time as well.
Okay.
So we can get everybody's perspective. Everybody kind of brings a unique perspective of what they'd like to see in the space, how they want it to feel. Very rarely are all decision makers have the same design style or even the same colors they want to see. But we take all of that information and we pull it together to bring a cohesive design that our clients will enjoy.
You know, so often people joke around and they say, oh yeah, you know, that's my man cave, or that's my, right? Because everything they might have had as a bachelor is now somewhere in the basement, or, but do you try to incorporate some of those favorite sentimental things when you can?
Absolutely, absolutely, because I think that's what makes a house a home. Those are the things that have sentimental value. They're a reflection of either their family or something they've acquired, maybe a gift from someone. So we do try to take those things and incorporate them as much as we can, because in the end, we design for our clients. I don't design for Kim Bailey. I design for them. And so I want that space to be respective of what they value and what's important to them. And when people look at our portfolio online, they're going to see it's very diverse, because our client base is very diverse, and we really try to reflect them.
And you have repeat clients.
Absolutely.
We were sharing, sometimes you've done someone's home and now they have a summer home, and so they'll call you up and they'll be like, can you come? And you do.
Right, absolutely. So after being in business for 14 years, we've now had clients long enough to where they've moved once or twice, so they're repeat clients. We have some clients whose now adult children have started on their own, and they've called us to come in and help with them, with their homes as well. But we also have clients who have maybe picked up a second home, a vacation home, or a third home, and they've called us in and asked us to assist with that. We consider any repeat business just a real honor that they would want to work with us again.
Isn't that nice?
It's wonderful.
Yeah, because you really do, you become friends with them, like we were saying before, and you get to know each other on a personal basis, and you know what's going to serve them.
You do, and it's a personal relationship. So that's something that's very important to me and has been for a long time. It's a little bit kind of where we're going with our rebranding. It's not just design, it's very personalized luxury. It's listening to our clients. How do you live day to day? How do you live on the weekends and the holidays? What is your lifestyle overall, and what do you want it to be? What is it lacking? All of those things come together to make a beautiful design that's not only aesthetically pleasing, but it's functional as well.
And when you say luxury, to me that elicits wonderful, you know, fabrics and beautiful colors and richness and just comfort.
Absolutely.
You know, like it makes me think of warmth, you know?
Absolutely. And that's what we really try to do. Is there are so many things out on the market today from manufacturers, and one of the things that's really become popular is a new type of fabric, performance fabrics. And you think of a performance fabric used to be in the commercial realm, like something you'd see at a hospital or at a hotel.
Like burlappy.
Yes, very sterile, or vinyl type. They have now made these for residential applications, and they're chenilles and they're velvets, but they are so durable, or even leathers that are washable with Clorox, you know, things that are going to hold up to markers and spills, and kids in life. A glass of wine, a pet, an animal, you know, children, peanut butter and jelly happens. So we have to make sure that we're putting the right fabrics on the right furniture to give people the luxury that they're wanting, and that it can have longevity.
Excellent. And I have one other question, and we wanted to talk about the holidays.
Yes.
You know, talk about that personal connection. How can you, even if, would you go into someone's home and just help them take things and bump it up for the holiday? Or do you instill in them good design so that when the holidays come, they can just expand how they need to?
Absolutely. I'll tell you, it's really interesting. When we do a living room, 9 times out of 10, we always talk about where would the Christmas tree be, because that is such a big part of our family and our tradition. And so we always try to carve that into design. We try to give a great foundation for every room, and then they can accent it with the holidays coming up. We do have some clients that we specifically do some design work for them during the Christmas holidays, but for the most part, we focus on the remodeling and the furnishings throughout the year.
Because I would love to work with you and to have you just have a box and be like, Donna, okay, here's your Kim Bailey Interiors holiday box. Everything's going to go in this box, right? Already have it pre-designed.
Right.
Ta-da!
There it is, yes.
So I don't know, but I'm sure you would offer that service.
Well, you know, that is something that we're talking about launching in 2018. Is like an e-design service where we work with clients throughout the United States, and they can let us know what their projects are, and we can send them very much similar to what you're describing.
There you go.
Kind of a design in a box.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, Donna.
You're fabulous. Like I said, gracious, kind, wonderful. And I know the design process, working with you and your daughter, any client would be lucky to work with you. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Stay tuned for more on Live It Up. So if you're in the Dallas area, absolutely call her. But if you're truly anywhere in the United States, they're welcome to come visit you. Thanks for watching Live It Up. Hello and happy holidays. With us once again on Live It Up is the beautiful Lara Mastriano. Hello, my friend.
Hi, love. I'm not feeling too beautiful, feeling a little ugly today.
Oh, well, it's going to take a lot for you to be ugly, but we are going to do something with ugly sweaters, yes?
Absolutely.
All the rage. Okay, so let's get ugly today.
Let's get ugly.
Okay, where do we start?
Time to be festive and fun, and what a better thing. How much fun it is to be ugly with a friend.
There you go.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to say.
Ugly friends stay together.
Ugly friends stay together.
Okay, here we go.
So really simple things to do to make your party ugly. There's an abundance of ugly decorations and ugly sweaters everywhere. If you are very crafty, you can make your own ugly sweater. Add some tinsel, add some boxes, add some bows. Or you can just get a store-bought one and look like us. Some of the great things that you can do are buy store-bought things if you don't have time to bake, if you don't have that gene where you are good in the kitchen. And there really are some fabulous, already decorated seasonal cupcakes in the stores for you.
Great, so this just came in a box. So these are box
in a
cupcakes,
box.
already decorated, but you're going to add a little bling, little ugly.
Well, it's very simple. This is a simple cupcake wrapper. Just tuck it in.
Okay. So like a little dress almost, right?
Yeah,
little
just like
lampshade, upside down lampshade.
A lampshade for your cupcake.
Okay.
You got it?
Got it. Okay.
Put the cupcake in.
Insert.
Insert. And then add one of the cupcake toppers and add it to our display. And now you just took something that was really basic and simple and made it pretty fabulous in a matter of seconds.
2 seconds.
Another simple decoration. These were actually free online water bottle labels. So I cut them and just made them into our fun little garland.
Who would want Lara Mastriano as their best friend or their mom? I mean, really?
You can absolutely wrap it around your bottle.
Okay.
But, you know, this I thought was much more fun.
Yes.
Well, it really isn't
And
going to work.
and what is it, like Marley with his chains? Spooky and ugly. Okay, sorry.
I love it. This water bottle, actually, it's a little koozie, so it's a favor for your guests. But this embellished sweater on here was actually a keychain, and I snipped off the top and added it onto it just to make it a little more festive and fun. Of course, you can give the keychains out. You can keep the keychain tied on there.
And everything's coordinated.
It's all coordinated, matchy-matchy, fun, fun, fun.
Cute.
So you can have cookies, sweaters. You can have my favorite Swedish fish.
How did you put? You do like she loves
I have an
Swedish
addiction. I have a bad problem.
1 for me, 4 for her, 2 for me, 9 for her. Okay.
Yes.
So what did you do with this? You put these in like little treat baggies.
Yes, so a simple bag, add the tag, put the candy in, try not to eat it all, so you have something for your friends and family, and just
a very sweet and ugly
sweet and
holiday
ugly.
to you.
Yes.
Okay, Swedish fish, and then what are these? Little mini cookies in here?
Yes, little cookie favors, ugly and adorable, and
Yes.
you can hand them out to everyone. You can give them as teacher gifts, just
And the
thank you
quality
gifts.
now, the quality of the cookies that you can actually get and decorate yourself has risen.
Absolutely.
They used to taste like really like bricks. These are
Yeah.
actually
No,
really
those are-
tasty. These are yummy.
Really nice.
Okay.
A vanilla flavor. There's juice box wrappings. You can just add tags. 2 bags of candy, and of course you have to accent your ugly sweater party with little ugly sweaters. These happen to be
So cute.
I have to just give a quick shout out to my mom because I ordered online an ugly sweater kit that I
Yes.
thought were all assembled,
Yes.
and these were not. So, Mom, good job sewing and assembling the whole thing.
See, so
Each
the apple
bead-
did not fall far from the tree.
Yeah, but I did not have patience for that. So,
No?
kudos to Mom. It's ugly and beautiful. We love it.
She's gonna get
and we
fan
love
mail,
her.
you know that.
Yes.
Write your fan mail to Lara's mom, and we'll make sure that she gets it. Okay.
She's taking orders.
Operators are standing
Yes.
by. We're the operators. Okay.
So just fun signage. Did your grandma knit that for you? You can really have hokey, crazy fun with it. And you can also make it into a competition. So you can cast your vote for your favorite ugliest sweater, and then you can hand out awards. See, the lovely trophies are actual
On the back, it looks like a
sweaters.
bull. You know, like. But it's not. It's an ugly
No
sweater.
bull, it's just an ugly trophy.
Ba-dum-bum, no
Thank
bull.
you, thank you. So I'm just going to remove this quickly. So one thing that we are just going to do
Okay.
is we have some icing different colors, and we have a plain cookie. This is actually a sugar cookie ugly sweater decorating kit that you can get in any of the stores, and we could just have fun and craft
I'm
away.
missing that glue tape, though, that you always make me
I
use.
know, you know what,
No glue tape?
I had quite a few things that we could have done, but I was trying to be good with our
It's
time
okay.
here.
I'm okay. Okay, so
And-
we've got some icing tubes of icing that came in the kit.
Yeah.
And so the presentation is you're just going to make it sticky, right?
Make it sticky.
Make it
and,
sticky.
And it really can
and
just be ugly.
Okay, I'm going to
As
try to
ugly
make
as
a
you want it to
tree.
be.
You know, I have a real art background, right? You know, I went to art school. And so I'm like the Picasso with this icing stuff. And for my annual cookie exchange, I'm planning to hand decorate icing. I'm just really proud of my tree. Not so ugly.
How did you do that so fast? See, I just don't know.
Okay. Oh, but you have a snowflake. Your snowflake is really cute.
I'm trying. I'm
Okay, so you
trying.
make it a little gooey, and then you like sprinkle some sprinklies on, and you hope that they stick.
You hope that they stick, and it's adorable and fabulous. And I think she gets the award for ugliest something,
Ugliest something.
cookie, but I'm not going to eat it.
Okay. Okay.
So just lots of fun, really, for the holiday season. You can award
You go first. I'll go second.
first place, ugliest sweater, second place. And again, these are all online printables that you can get. You can create them yourself. You can buy kits in the store. You can make it yourself without having to really lay out an expense, but just hokey, fun, tacky. And the whole purpose is truly just family fun, holidays, capture the spirit, and just be together. That's what this is all about.
And we do. We wish you all the merriest of holidays from Laura and I and our family. And, you know, Matthew always wants me to go to Target like every week. He's like, Mom, I just want to go to Target. I want to look around because they don't have that wish book anymore, you know, but they still have Target. And so you can get this at Target. Just shout out because I shop with you guys all the time.
One more thing, though.
Yes?
I know generally you happen to be good. Some people on the crew may say you're generally naughty. What do you think Santa and his elves think that you are? I'm just going to swap places with you. Can you see this lovely ugly sweater
Yes.
on the naughty list? Are you?
I could pretend I'm on the naughty list, but I think I'm pretty nice.
All right.
Oh, do you want me to be-
Abracadabra, hocus pocus, and all that Santa has to say. Is Donna naughty and nice?
Nice. I want to be
Let's lead the way.
nice. Okay. And the answer is nice. Thank you, Santa. Okay, stay tuned for more. Laura and I, we really do wish you the happiest of holidays.
There's nothing better than a friend and an ugly sweater.
Yay!
Happy holidays.
Take my hand, come with me, and we'll find better ways to be something much more.
Thanks for watching Live It Up. You can visit us at liveituptvshow.com.